So my name is Dana Lago, and I'm the founder of Just Lago, which blends beauty and wellness together for our blissful brides-to-be. And instead of being a bridezilla, with us you can be a chillzilla. And we combined all natural beauty products, and we use eco-conscious brands. That way you can radiate on your wedding day. I think that a lot of people are becoming more conscious, which is beautiful because you can actually see that through how brands are moving nowadays. They're moving to more cruelty-free and paraben-free, and it's because the people are really driving the companies to move that way. So yes, as I believe that like social media is probably helping this, so maybe the younger crowd, but also I think that all ages are becoming more conscious of it. Yes, that's one of my favorite questions because I love to travel. I always ask, where are you gonna honeymoon, you know? And a lot of people are actually taking minimoons lately, which has been a huge trend that we've been seeing. And I think the biggest reason is because we don't have enough time really. There's just simply not enough time to take off of work. And so we have a short amount of time to finish out our DIYs, possibly connect with a yoga class or relaxing massages. If you need to have rehearsal dinners and of course your wedding, then you only have a few short days to take a vacation afterwards. So I've seen a lot of people taking minimoons lately, which are just shortened honeymoons. And yeah, it's been increasingly popular. You know, well, I've worked in the industry now. I've worked as a cosmetologist and an advocate for wellness for many, many years. I've only really been in the wedding industry for about 3 years. But I can say that it just depends on the person. It really does. I think there's so many factors. There's, to take a mini moon, is with like time off and also with, what was I going to say? Sorry, I just completely lost that train of thought.
Time off, and then do you think some people are doing it to save a little bit of money?
I think people are increasingly taking mini moons because they're also saving their time and money for a later honeymoon, which is actually something that my husband and I did. We just got married on New Year's Eve, so super excited about that. And I would have been exhausted if I took my honeymoon right after. I wouldn't have enjoyed my travels. And so I'm really grateful that we did take a mini moon and kind of relax and rejuvenate, and then we're able to take our honeymoon at a later date. My husband and I love to travel, so there was no question that we were going to take a big trip after we got married. It was just a matter of finding that time. And we just decided that we kind of wanted two. We wanted that little mini moon and we wanted the big honeymoon. So we decided to do both. But I definitely see people who take the mini moon and then they might not call it the honeymoon later, but they'll take possibly vacation later on.
Where are you going?
For our big one, we are going to Europe. So
that'll be fun.
Yeah. I've seen people taking mini moons, like staycations from their homes, beautiful Airbnbs. I mean, San Diego is just incredible. Right now it's February and it is almost 70 degrees. Who wouldn't want to take a mini moon in San Diego? And then of course I've seen anywhere on the coast. Palm Springs is only a few hours away. Idlewild, I love Idlewild. Julian, I mean, there's so many amazing places you can go to. If you have only, a few short days after your wedding to really enjoy some after-wedding bliss. If you were to come to San Diego for a mini moon, it is so hard to decide where to send people. Anything coastal is going to be gorgeous. I think La Jolla is incredible. I mean, the views are stunning. The cliffside is just gorgeous. If you want sort of more of like a downtown feel, but it's right by the water, of course, downtown San Diego. There's a lot of fun things you can plan. There's Balboa Park, and there's a lot of really cool bars, and just a lot of fun things that you can find walking around.
I like how you touched on Julian, because I think when most people think San Diego, they think the water. And I've told my friends, like, you have to do couple surfing, or you guys should go to the beach. But I think some people do forget that there are all these gems in East County, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's beautiful about California is, I mean, what I love so much is that there's beach and there's mountains, and that for me is solace. I love going and like smelling the mountain fresh air and just relaxing. And even in Palm Springs, actually, you can take the tram. I don't know if you've ever taken the tram before.
I was 13, so
Yeah.
it has been a minute since I did that.
But yeah, even in Palm Springs, you can take the tram all the way up to the backside of Idlewild, and for a few short hours, you can take in the mountain air. So you can swim in the pool in Palm Springs, and then you can go to the mountains.
What are some other logistics and honeymoon tips for people that maybe, how far in advance would you recommend people start planning them?
Oh. That's an awesome question because I love traveling too, so I have so many good traveling tips.
You can give me all the traveling
Right.
tips, packing, everything.
Oh my gosh, packing. Okay, well, my like biggest tip is to use Pinterest actually for capsule wardrobe packing, which basically you take about 10 items and they show you 20 to 50 outfits that you can make with these 10 items. And I love that because you can just like pack light, take a carry-on, have space so that you can bring home gifts for your friends and family, buy clothes, do all that stuff, and then you don't have to lug around a huge suitcase. We were talking about packing, budgeting. I think that's a great point to take a minimoon because, you know, it's less than possibly huge airfare. You can budget with Airbnbs especially. Look around, you know, there's even Airbnb experiences that you can go and join in different parts of the city. So that's really cool. I love Airbnb experiences.
Are there any other interesting wedding or honeymoon trends that have popped up in the last few years that might be kind of interesting, might be kind of different? My friend didn't want to wear a veil for her wedding.
Yeah, I didn't wear a veil either.
Yeah.
I also, because it was New Year's Eve, I wore a gold sequins dress. So definitely, I mean, I think that the trends, like people are doing non-traditional. I see a lot of people walking down the aisles differently. People are, you know, not doing the traditional garter belt, the dances, things like that. We were even our own live band. Like my husband and I, with a couple friends, we performed for everyone. So that was really fun. So I'm just seeing that trend. People are just like going out of the box, doing what they love, not going by the traditional, you know, colors and what you should do as a bride. You know, they're kind of going outside the box, which is really, really cool. I love
do
that.
like that people are kind of expanding out of what they normally do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Any other good tips for people in San Diego? I'm trying to think of other things that people might want to do or might want to know. Would you say minimoon's usually 3 days, 4 days? Is there like a certain time period you've noticed?
Oh man. I would say a mini moon is probably about 3 to 4 days. It just depends on, it really depends on how much time the couple can take off from work and yeah, what they want to do during those couple days.
Do you think some people are doing it to save vacation days at work and save PTO?
I think so, yeah. I mean, unlike Europeans and other countries, you know, we don't have the luxury to take off a full month of holiday, so we're left with, you know, a week or two at the most to take vacation. So yeah, a lot of people are doing the mini moon and then either they're waiting later on in the year or even the next year so that they can really accumulate vacation hours and take that big grand vacation that they always dreamed of. And doing it together, like how beautiful is that?
I would need at least a year.
Yeah, yeah, and of course vendors, you know, they book out within a year, so you're kind of forced to create those plans to plan out your wedding at least a year, I would say, before. Ideally, I love seeing our clients 6 months to a year before they come see us for even just the beauty and wellness aspect, because with Pinterest, you know, there's a lot of editing and lighting and things like that, and I want to make sure that we have like a plan for your skincare so everything is nice and smooth and you just like radiate and glow from the inside out on your wedding day. Yesterday to my man, I just was like, this is what I do. Like, this is so cool. Yeah, I feel like all the passions that I've done in my life has just like led to Just Lago, have led to this thing. And, you know, I've gone through different injuries in my life and different skincare issues and dealt with with help of professionals. And so I just want to share my knowledge of what I've learned and from myself and from other people, from others. Hard to weed out, what's going on in social media, and that's why I believe, what we do with Just Lago. We have yoga classes so that you can connect with your loved ones before your big day. And with my background with dance and improv and like movement therapy, and I've led women's gatherings and circles, and I've been doing yoga for forever. That is a time where they can come together and really bond, and you're not on your phone. You're not taking pictures for social media. In fact, I never get photos from these gatherings that I do, really, because we're so in the moment. We're just like disconnecting from our phones, which is so, it's like liberating on this day and age, for sure.
I love that. What did you do on your honeymoon with your husband? Did you guys just surf or anything? Or did you just sleep? I don't know. I would need to sleep for a few days after my wedding.
Yeah. So my husband and I actually, right after, we got massages. That was like the best thing after our wedding because my dancing toes needed it. I was on the dance floor all night. So we got massages, which was amazing. We just kind of had a spa day, chill out. We went to the hot springs, which is in Glen Ivy, that's close by. So there's also Temecula, wine country in Glen Ivy, which is, it's a hot springs, which you can go to during your minimoon in San Diego. There's also a ton of spas actually in the area. Mobile massage therapists that can come right to your Airbnb or your home, wherever you're at. So that's what we did. We did some self-care.
Self-care.